There's a growth hack we need to talk about. Let's look at some screenshots. So on January 20th of this year, I had 94,000 Instagram followers. And then I started using this hack. By February 2nd, I hit 99K. And 3 days later, on February 5th, I hit 100,000 Instagram followers. Now it's July 24th. I'm at 108,000. I think later today, I'm going to be hitting 109,000. That's 14,000 new followers in 6 months. And it's not an overnight success. It doesn't sound flashy. It doesn't sound fun, but it's consistent strategy. It builds a strong community, and it's using a secret hack that so many creators still aren't using, or they're not using correctly: Instagram trials. In this video, I'm going to be sharing what Instagram trials are, how to get access to them, how I use them to grow my following and my community, the exact tactics I recommend to get started, and why I want you to get excited about slow but steady strategic growth on your channel. All right, let's get into it. Side note, I love when my drink matches my outfit. Hi, if you're new to this channel, my name is Kara Harms. I've been a content creator for over a decade, doing this full time since 2017. And now I help teach other creators how to turn their influence into income. I want all of you to get rich on your content, baby. I've made over $1 million on my content without having 1 million followers. Like, as you just saw, just a few months ago, I finally hit 100K on Instagram. Proof that you don't need massive amounts of followers in order to make a really good income on this. I've worked on insane brand deals. In fact, I was just invited to a press trip to the Maldives this morning. The harsh truth is, like, 99% of creators are never gonna have that big, massive viral moment. Like Jules, very demure, where they were just put on the map instantly, whole life changed. I believe everyone has the capacity to have that happen to them. Like, maybe that'll happen to me still in my future. If you're sitting around just waiting for that viral moment to hit you, you're gonna be waiting forever, and you're gonna be missing out on an entire content career. And you're really missing out if you're not using trial reels to help you grow your content business in a smart and strategic way. What are Instagram trial reels? You have probably heard about them by now. I hope so, at least. December of 2024, Instagram rolled out this new feature called Instagram trial reels. And I remember I went into the kitchen and told my husband, they just changed the internet forever. And they truly did. They changed the internet forever. Trial reels are videos that are only shown to non-followers. They're basically like ghost posts. They don't show up on your feed or your Reels tab, but they can be found in the Discover tab, the Explore page, and be served to people who don't follow you. In fact, that's the whole point of them. Instagram works really hard to find people who don't follow you to show your video to. Like, when has Instagram ever built anything that is helpful for creators? Like, they literally built a tool that is actively working to show your content to people who do not follow you. I think they maybe built that like by mistake because it's too good to be true. Why I love it is because you can A/B test content, experiment, repost old content, go crazy over there without bothering the people who already follow you, without messing up your reel feed, without messing up your aesthetics. The smartest way to grow without cluttering your feed or spamming your followers. And again, you probably do know about Instagram trial reels, but a few things have changed since they launched in December, so we will be covering that in this video. This is exactly how I used Instagram trial reels to totally change the content game on my own channel. Primarily, I've been using it to repost my old viral content, but also like test out new niches, test out new content, seeing how it hits before I introduce it to my main channel. How I've been approaching trial reels, and as you can see, it works really well. I've been stuck at this plateau on Instagram where I was just like hovering around 90K for a really long time, like a couple of years, honestly. Getting like slow build. Trial reels is the only thing that got me off of that plateau and over 100K. So if you feel like you've just been like stuck and plateaued, I promise that this strategy can work for you. Refreshing. Step 1, I want you to start by reposting 20 of your most viral videos and or TikTok. So what I did was I went through my TikTok and my Instagram. I filtered by the most viewed ever videos, downloaded them, and then I re-uploaded them to trial reels, same captions, same everything, and posted it to the trial reels page. Almost all of them popped off again for the second time. For example, I have this video of someone walking in the sand. It's like a silly trend audio video. The first time I posted this, it gained me like 3,000 followers. Like originally back in 2021. So I posted it to trial reels again, got over 1 million views. Posted it a second time to trial reels, also popped off. I think I've posted this video like 3 or 4 times now to trial Reels. Every time I post it, it gets me hundreds of new followers. So yeah, you can repost the same video multiple times. If it's working, if it's giving you new followers, keep reposting it. Not all the videos that I posted ever popped off. In fact, some of them got like 9 views, but some get millions. So the key honestly is quantity. And why you can repost your old videos is because they're not old to the people they're being shown to. Those people never saw them in the first place because they're not following you. They're not in your world. So you can keep reposting these old videos that are going to feel new to potential new followers. You can just stop watching this video right now and just repost your old videos, and that alone is going to get you growth. But there are some other fun ways to use this that we're going to talk about. So my other favorite way to approach Instagram trial Reels is by A/B testing. So if you don't know what A/B testing is, that is the term that's used when you have one piece of creative that you're testing against another piece of creative. So maybe you're experimenting on the hook or the email subject open line or the visual, whatever it is. For me, I use it a lot when I can't quite decide between the text overlay on a reel or maybe which intro clip I think is going to be like the most hook if I know exactly what text overlay I want to say in the video. But if I can't decide what clip I think is going to resonate with people more, I will A/B test those on trial Reels, and whichever one is performing best, then I will share it to my main feed. I really hate math, but I really believe in using data-driven decisions to strategically grow your content, and this is the easiest way to start implementing some data-driven strategy. So next time that you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I can't decide which one I like best, instead of texting the group chat, post it to trial Reels, let the algorithm decide for you. The third way I use it is by testing new series, new niches, new types of videos that I wouldn't normally post on my feed. But after 10 years of doing this, I know that the only way you're going to see growth or change, evolve your brand, is to evolve with the internet. So if you are tempted to try a new series, or even like you make videos with trending sounds that may or may not hit on your main feed, try them, post it to trial Reels, see how it lands. Because if the new series like totally flops on trial Reels, it might be a sign that your actual community also isn't going to care about it. Your actual community will probably care more than strangers, but you can get a good indication on if it's working or not. But if you try a new series, a new type of video, and that is popping off, I think it's a really good sign that you can introduce that to your main feed. Totally pivot the type of content you're doing, open up new doors. Lastly, I highly recommend that you post every single day to trial Reels. So this is easy for me because I've literally posted like 4,000 pieces of content across TikTok and Instagram in my career. So I have a lot I can just pull from that's old. I also have new videos that I record every week that I can put on trial Reels. But your goal is to post at least once a day, because remember, these videos aren't being shown to your followers. They're being put on the trials Reel tab, and showing up consistently there is going to create this wheel where you're constantly just churning new followers, new followers. Maybe you're only getting like 10 new followers a day, but that is 300 in a month. In a few months, that's a few thousand. So just keep posting those videos. And yes, the best way of doing this is downloading the video or find it where it was saved on your phone, re-uploading it and posting it to trials for a brief second. For like a couple of weeks, you could remix your own reel and post it to trials. And that was really great. It saved so much time. You didn't have to download your video and re-upload it. That feature is really no longer available. I just tried it a couple of days ago, and when you remix it, the sound is missing. So we have to do it the longer way. So if you're getting advice to remix your reels, I recommend not to listen to that. The sound is probably gonna disappear on those reels. So what happens when a trial reel is popping off, when they're getting hundreds of thousands or millions of views? I do one of two things. Sometimes I share it to my public profile. So when a video does well, it'll prompt you, would you like to share this to your main feed? And if you do, then your followers also get served that video and it gets added to your main feed. But I don't always do that. In fact, oftentimes I just let these viral videos live in my trial reels tab. Because remember, a lot of these are older videos that I'm repurposing. So my followers maybe already saw this last year. I don't need to reintroduce it to them. Or perhaps reintroducing it right now isn't part of my strategy for the month. They can still live in my trials tab, working behind the scenes, getting me new followers and new eyeballs. That's 100% okay. So if you were A/B testing a piece of content, publishing one to the main feed, great use case. If you are experimenting with new content and one pops off, totally publish that to the feed. But if you're just like reposting old videos, don't feel like you need to publish them to your main feed unless there's a really good reason to. For example, right now after hopping off this recording and editing this YouTube video, my goal is to find 5 new older videos to put on trials that are all about fall and autumn and spooky season, because it's the end of July right now for me. I want to be posting those trial reels and have them all prepped to post in August, because everyone loves to think that August, our hottest month of the year, is actually the start of Halloween. So I think those trial reels are gonna pop off in August and attract my ideal client. Girly pops who love Halloween and fall foliage and cute fall outfits. Get them in my world in August. So when I start posting my actual fall content to my main feed in September and October, I just spent a month farming these people. Basically, start using trial reels as this invisible funnel to start funneling new community members into your world. So what does this mean for you? If you have been plateaued, if you've been stuck, if you haven't been feeling very creative with your content lately, tired of guessing what's going to be working best, gambling on what reel is going to do better than the other, and if you are burning out, if you're tired, this is what you need to do, because repurposing old content isn't going to burn you out. It's not going to burn you out in the same way that recording new content constantly does. This is a very low stakes, high impact process that I promise can get you new followers. The most common question I get from my students is, Kara, I don't have trial reels. How do I get them? I wish I had like a secret magic answer for you. I don't like have anyone at Meta I can call up and be like, hey bitch, like give my friend Kelsey Instagram trial reels. It doesn't work like that, but there is something I think you can do. One, I do know you need at least 1,000 followers on Instagram in order to access trial reels. Instagram has made that public info. What they haven't made public info, but I'm like strongly suspicious is correct, is you also need a minimum view count on your profile to meet that tier. So like YouTube, in order to qualify for like the YouTube creator awards and ads on your channel, you need a minimum amount of views on your channel in a certain period of time to qualify for that. Same with TikTok, but it's like you need 100,000 views on TikTok and at least 10K followers in order to get access to their creator program. I have a feeling trial reels might be like that. They only want the creators who are actually good at creating content to have access to this feature. So we're not like totally flooding their algorithms with bad content. So if you have at least 1,000 followers and you feel like you're getting a decent amount of views on your content, but you still don't have access to this feature, I want you to subscribe to Meta Verified. This is something all creators should have anyways. Yes, it costs $14 a month. It's worth every single penny. This is basically insurance for your business. I have it on my profile and I've had to use it before. I had an issue with logging in and accessing some data, and they were able to help me within 24 hours. Get yourself on Meta Verified, because when you're on Meta Verified, on top of the support, you get access to all the new features earlier. So I think if you're a creator who has a decent amount of followers, decent amount of views, and you're on Meta Verified, they might give you Instagram trials. Or at the very least, once you're verified and you have like your dedicated customer support person, you can open up a ticket and ask them and be like, hey, can I have trials? Maybe they'll give it to you. So now you know why trials are awesome and how to get on it if you don't have it already. Before you leave, I want to talk real quickly about what actually happens when creators blow up overnight. Because there is this thing that no one really talks about that I think is really important for you to understand. Going viral looks so good on paper. Going massively viral and exploding into the public eye often leaves creators with followers who aren't really part of their community yet. Maybe their followers followed them for that one viral video, but they're not invested in their personal brand yet. Sometimes these creators don't actually know how they get there. You know, they make one funny video, they blow up, they don't know how to rinse and repeat that process. And then there's the pressure to maintain that momentum and the depression that comes when you're not constantly hitting viral video after viral video. I've seen major identity crises happen. I've had friends who gained 50K like within a week, but then they're like, Kara, I don't know how I got here or how to stay here. Slow and steady wins every time. And that's why I really love this Instagram trial reel process, is because you might blow up on one of those reels. You might make something that gets you 50K in a week. More realistically, it's going to be quietly churning in the background, slow and steady, building you new followers who are warming up to you on your content and have time to get to know you. A smaller community is way better than a lot of followers, because your community community are the people who are gonna click on your links, gonna engage more in your content, gonna be rooting for you. That's what brands want to pay you for. Speaking of getting paid by brands, if you're serious about turning your influence into income, please check out my Brand Deals 101 course, where I teach you how to work with brands, how to read contracts, how to track down payment, how to find brand contacts and pitch them, how to turn your content into lots of cash. So check that out. And if you're trying to turn your content into a full-time income, I have a totally free resource for you to download and how to go from now to a full-time income. This roadmap is also completely free to download, and I'll link it in my caption. So that's everything you need to know about Instagram trials. Remember, your homework is to go and today download 20 of your old viral videos, upload them to trials, and then post a new video every single day. Not every single video is gonna hit, but enough of them will, and you will start seeing slow but steady growth. Drop a comment if you're already using trials. I would love to hear your thoughts on them. And remember, you don't have to go viral to go full-time. The slow and steady system is gonna be your best bet. All right, I will see you in the next one.